Hello, beautifuls. Just about to start spirituality and somatic healing with Rose Covenant over on LinkedIn. So just doing a little card pull before we jump into that. On the Scorpio Moon Day, which is pretty powerful in terms of harsh energy. Yeah, should be if you're feeling like it's a tricky day, there is a reason in the moon energy. The emotionality of it is pretty intense. Scorpio loves to look in the darkness, loves to feel into what's really happening, what we really need to look at, pull it out, and face you with it. Like, well, bam. So, well, bam, I am. So we got a 4 that's jumped out. We got Aries. We got Neptune and Aries. We've got North Node, life's purpose. We've got our North Node in Pisces right now. Neptune rules Pisces. It's the direction of our whole moon, our whole energy over the course of this entire year. And then Mars, the Force card, the ruler of Aries. All connected, make no mistake. And then Mercury retrograde, reinvention. We just came out of Mercury retrograde and out of Venus retrograde. So, wow, these are pretty poignant. So I'll check back in after our live and give you some reading on all these bad boys. Much love. All right, beautifuls, just spinached up. How perfect is that for a non-Freudian slip? I just spinached up my talk. I love that. Oh my God. I just finished up my talk with Rose Covenant on LinkedIn. It was a live that we did on somatic synergy, the intersection of science and spirituality for deep healing, which was really, really an awesome chat. Love her, love the synergy that we create when we're together. Some of the key highlights from that were really understanding that we can do all the many things, all our lifelong journey, go on the retreats, do these programs, take courses, get certified, all these things, and then left with, but I'm still not healed. What's going on? I still haven't figured this out yet. And the beauty of this recovery journey that I am personally on is that we don't need to figure it out anymore. It's actually the brain's thought process of needing to figure it out that got us into this mess in the first place. We can't use the same things that got us into this trouble to get us out of it. We have to correct our behavior. And I do a lot of work in cognitive behavioral coaching with kids and their families. And I also do the same work with adults, and I do somatic spiritual intuition coaching and trauma experiencing so that we can process these things through the body, through the somatic, the physical existence of you have a body, you're on this planet. And you are not just your body, you are also infinite spirit. You're not just your brain or your mind, which is separate from your brain. And you are not just your emotional experience. Those are fleeting, those are passing, those teach us how and when we need to process certain things. So connecting to all that, we had these 4 cards pop up that came through before we even went on the call. And it's just, it couldn't be more perfect because we just came out of Mercury retrograde. All right, so here we go. Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde we just came out of. So we've had this, retrogrades are always showing us what we have, what doesn't work anymore. And you often get your computer all jammed up and the internet doesn't work and phone calls are dropped and everything. And it's just showing us, hey, it's not going to work the same way. We're going to have to find another workaround. We're going to have to find a different modality to get to the next level, the next phase of this growth and development. So when Venus is in retrograde, Mercury retrograde says reinvention. It's this winged god, and it's a god of communication and relationships, right? Who do we communicate with? People we relate to. And there's a goddess in this image as well. So there's this like falcon, there's this very round bulbous helmet on this female with this spear and this shield. She's like holding this shield very casually, laying the shield down. Wow, what does that image bring up for you? Laying down the shield. And then the Mercury like swooping his hand and pointing to somewhere, kind of like the Sagittarian energy in these winged boots. Wow, there's so much in this image, and it's like behind these stars and everything, it's like so cool. So it's almost like Venus is here. We had just said Venus retrograde as well. So Venus is here. So we're reinventing. We had Venus and Mercury in retrograde before the moon became full in Libra. So it's like, what's the balance? Like, what do we need to literally put down? This is what I teach all the time in restorative yoga classes. What do we need to put down to allow for a new way of being, of communicating to come through? So that's a great question to ask yourself. Is life worth living? Should I ask myself? Yeah. And like behind all this mercurial matter energy is like there's some kind of white substance, and yeah, it's so beautiful. I love this deck. So what's behind, it's underneath of them? It's like this emerging ghost form. We've got the masculine, we've got the feminine. What's been so out of balance for so long in our lives that we need to tip the scales in the other direction and bring that thing back into balance, into harmony, which is what Libra symbolizes. So ask yourself the Mercury question, the retrograde question. Then we've got North Node, life's purpose. Wow, like holy macaroni. Look at this, like, this this image going on. And then we've got all this like, I don't know, kind of like swirly, fiery, confusing imagery, but like the purpose, the individual in the center of it has these huge wings. So we just got out of Mercury, the winged boots, being retrograde, and then Venus laying there being like, yeah, what do we need to put down? I'm putting down my shield. I'm bringing in a new way of loving me. I'm bringing in this energy of just, I'm gonna rest, I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna take it easy so that I can allow love to come in, so I can receive it. I'm not chasing anymore. I'm not going after this. And then with the North Node, we got North Node in Pisces right now. We're actually walking away from the Virgo energy of like structure and organization and getting everything all nailed down and in place. No, we're breaking out of the box. We're breaking out of conformity. We're breaking out of the old ways of the patriarchal system, and we're going into flow, into water, into space, into the ethereal, the spirit realm, and we're living there. We're hanging out there this whole year, so we're really connecting to higher power, to source, and that's the message that's coming through, like synergy of somatic and spirituality. The North Node, which is the energy that we are moving into over the course of this entire year, is just shifted into Pisces. So that's the message. It's like, connect to spirit, connect to higher power. What is that for you? We don't have to really define it, right? Because we're leaving Virgo energy. We're leaving this like structure of like, oh, let me write that down. That's important. Let me come back and journal on it. We don't have to. We can stay in the soup, in the murky depths with the whale, the Akash, and be in that space of the unknown. I don't know what my spirituality is. I'm just feeling through it. I'm feeling into that energy and understanding based on my knowing that it's here for me, not based on what facts and figures and analysis can I do. That's Virgo. We're saying toodaloo to her for this year. And we're, you know, you can't even hold on to it. So slippery. We continue to shift into the intuitive space, the ajna and the sahasrara chakras, of just being in that liminal space of the unknown. So how do you connect to the unknown, to the otherworldly, the intuitive in your life? And now, right now, Aries is also, you know, here with us because Neptune is in Aries, which is the next card. What a fucking segue. I didn't even plan that. Damn, Gina. So we got Aries here also. We have Neptune in Aries. So the ruler of North Node in Pisces, our destiny, our fate, our purpose in life is to get spiritual this year, right? I'm spiritual. And Neptune is in Aries, the ruler of Pisces, North Node direction that we're going in. Neptune, god of the underworld, god of the deep seas, and, you know, the Poseidon of the gods, is in Aries, sitting in this I am energy. So essentially that message is really simple to me. It's I am spirit. You know, I'm here, I'm showing up, I'm in it, right? I don't have to like write it all down, Virgo. I don't have to put it, categorize it. I just have to be like, I am. What do I believe in spirit? I believe that I am intricately inseparable from spirit. That is what I am. And for the, at least at the very minimum for this whole year, I am spirit. I'm pure. I am fire. Right? This is like the ram's head. You know, the Aries ram is like charging full blast. Like, I'm spirit. Look at me. Watch out. Get out the way. Because I'm coming at you. It's red. It's earth energy. It is grounded, right? It's fire, right? That's the color of the root chakra, but it's also, you know, the symbolism of red is fire. So we got like grounded fire energy. Never really thought about that until that just channeled out of me. So it's all this redness. So we're like really, and that's really stabilizing with the I am energy. I am, and I'm here, I'm showing up as spirit. My spirit self is coming to the playing field, right? It's showing up. And we just had the full moon in Libra. So we're tipping the scales into, maybe I've been playing small, maybe I've been people pleasing, but I am not, oh, who am I tending to over here? No. I am here. I have a voice. I have a message. I have a purpose. I have a gift, right? Life's purpose. I am here as my masculine and feminine, divine. I am a whole being. This is a holistic practice. I am showing up. I am here. I am in spirit. I am fully in myself, and I am putting down the battle. Which brings me to my next card, Mars, force. So typically Mars is the ruler of Aries, right? It's like, oh, yeah, every single one of them is just back to back on top of one another. So we got Mars, the force, the warrior of the zodiac, ruling, you know, so we got Aries ruled by Mars in Neptune, or sorry, yeah, in Neptune in Aries. So Neptune's there ruling over Pisces, our North Node energy. So it's like, we're creating this ladder into the beyond, into samadhi, into divine connection with source, with oneness, with all that exists, all that is. Force. This is a reconstructuring of force, because that's where we've come back full circle to reinvention of force. What does force look like? It is not abuse. It is not murder. It is not taking advantage of other people. It is not deporting people. It's not kicking anybody out of the playing field. We also had Chiron, wounded healer, sitting in Libra. So it was like, hey, this is my wound. I'm showing up. I'm healing it myself. And now I'm going to use that as my life's purpose to pass that on to everybody else, because I'm here to teach you. So this is the force. The force is the equal and opposite force that's been subjugating us for so long that we're now standing in our power and saying, no, I'm not taking your shit anymore. You're not kicking my brethren out. They're staying. We have always been here. We will always remain. We are one with the earth. I am the Lorax. I speak for the trees. I speak for those who do not have a voice. You will hear me now because I will stand in full firepower. I am. Right? I am. I am full spirit. It's my purpose, and I'm using my force to say it. So where in your current todayness, we also have the moon in Scorpio today. So we've got this like, ooh, he's digging in the darkness. Scorpio does not fuck around. He's making us, I was crying all morning. He's making us really get into the thick of it and look at where have you been consistently showing up for your toxic patterns? Yeah, that's a fun one. Where have you been stepping into, retrograde is the time where we go, ooh, I don't like that. Ooh, I don't want to remember. I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. Damn it. Like, oh, what is her name? Baby Cobra, the comedian. She is so hilarious. Connie, I think her name's Connie. I gotta remember that because she's brilliant. In her stand-up, she's like, oh, she drops this guy off that she just had sex with in a park. And she's like, oh no, I did it again. I had sex with a homeless dude again. Like, oh, love. We got to notice the patterns. That's what retrograde does. It goes, let me take a couple steps back. I'm not going forward anymore. It appears that I am, everything else around me is moving backwards. It's not working because the old ways don't work anymore. I'm swimming in the soup of the Neptune energy in Pisces. I'm like, wait a minute. I can't push this stuff the same way through the water that I used to. It doesn't work. It's like Mercury. It falls apart in my when I try to grab it. So I can't hold on to that old way of being. It's oozing away. It's untouchable, that doesn't work anymore. Oh, you think you can just log onto your computer and I'm going to connect everything and everything's going to work out fine? No, it's not. And that's how we feel when Venus steps into retrograde. And she just came out. She was just reborn. So she went into this whole phase of like, oh, I can't love myself the same way anymore. It's not working. It's no longer working. So now I have to come forward and love myself differently. Maybe that means actually loving myself. But surprise, I don't know what that looks like because all I've been doing is focusing on these old patterns that I've been replaying over and over in my mind. Well, guess what? The pattern needs to change. We need to take Joe Dispenza's work. We need to rewire those synapses, fire together, wire together. We need to write that story. So use the force of your energy when you're at your peak, at your height, at your goddessness, and put that passion, that drive of Mars. That's what Mars needs to bring. That's what he's telling you. Bring the force, bring the passion, bring the drive, bring that full energy and put it into what you care about. What do you care about? Not, we had enough time. Neptune takes a long time. We had enough time in the soup of the, oh my God, I'm so traumatized. Oh, I hate you. You did this to me. This hurt. It doesn't invalidate it. It's still true. You still were victimized, abused, taken advantage of, made to feel small, made to feel like you're not enough. And we're gonna leave it, right? We're gonna burn it up. That's what full moons are for. So we gotta burn up all that old story, old patterning, make it become Mercury. That's why Mercury just came direct again. He's like, yo, come correct with some respect, and then we will see. We are going direct. Let's get all the Mercury and just be like, I can't hold it. I can't hold it. So take the Mercury. And then Venus also, she was like, I used to love we used to love ourselves like this, but like this shit ain't working anymore. Like I can't just eat a chocolate bar because now I recognizing my eating patterns don't serve me, and I can't just go burn it off at the gym because I recognize that that's a compulsion and an obsession, and I can't do that anymore. I actually need to love myself. I actually need to define what loving myself looks like. I actually need to change, and it hurts. It's really uncomfortable. It's not fun. You know, I'm in 12-step recovery. I show up, you know, every day to those meetings. I don't want to go. Everybody says every day, I don't want to be here. I don't want to have to need this, but this is a new way of being. I do need this. I need to acknowledge that self-love does not any longer look like trying to figure out what's wrong. No, this is the plan. What do? You show up to meetings, you serve other people, you listen and you speak in a consensual way that is timed. You work with a sponsor who works with you and who knows because they've been there, and they give their experience, strength, and hope to you. You journal the fuck out of your life and your resentments and your character defects and your flaws, and you take full responsibility and accountability for all the ways that you contributed to this shitty place you're in your life. Ain't nobody want to look at that. That's what Scorpio says today and yesterday. Scorpio's like, let me shine that light. We're still in the full moon energy, so it's still pretty damn bright. You know, only 2 days, it only recedes, it only wanes a little bit. So it's like, I'm still pretty bright, Scorpio. Scorpio shines a light into our darkness and goes, hey, remember how you did that forever and ever and ever and ever and ever? You done yet? You done yet? You done yet? You done yet? You know, it's like somebody dripping a fucking drop of water in your eye, like over and over and over again. You can take it for a while, but then at some point you got to be like, stop, just stop. And that's the force of Mars comes in. It's like, just stop it already. You got to get up and do something different. You can't think your way through this, right? We can't analyze. Virgo, I analyze. South Node, we're walking away from it. And not forever, right? Just for today. This is only happening today. Scorpio Moon is only to yesterday and today. Then we're going to shift again. Or sorry, today and tomorrow. I'm sorry, today and tomorrow. It was Libra yesterday. So we were still under the full moon. We were still recognizing, oh shit, look at all the stuff we have to change. Today and tomorrow, Tuesday night live stream, join my Yoga Nidra on Scorpio Moon energy. Really dive in. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to figure it out. I guide you through the whole meditation. It's an experience. It's a visualization. You lie down in Shavasana. You do not move. You do not fall asleep. You stay put. You lay the fuck down. Okay. So lay down and listen. And we're going to get uncomfortable. You know, Scorpio, we're going to intentionally get uncomfortable. We go through the, you know, get yourself into an uncomfortable position, and then we're going to switch it. So we got to make that shift. Mars force, with Mars force, the force of Mars, but Pluto rules Scorpio. And what are they saying? They're saying there's going to be some massive fast revolutionary upheaval. We are digging up all the muck. I want to throw it in your face. And you're going to be like, I can't see anymore. I don't know what's happening. Good. You don't need to see the shit storm that you've seen already. Now try something new. Go take a shower, right? Go wash all that muck off and come out and be ready to tackle what you need to do in this moment now. All right, guys, that's all my time for today. I love you. I hope this helped you. I hope this is, you know, this is gonna change. Everything is changing, especially with North Node in Pisces. It's all changing. It's shifting every day. We're in the watery flow of it. So if you would like to learn more about this, show up tomorrow night for my live stream. I'll put the link in the description, and learn more about the Scorpio Moon energy, because she is here to teach us that darkness that is so uncomfortable to look at, and to get comfortable with it. And then show up if you're in Austin in 2 weeks for my astrology of the new moon in Taurus. We're going to get grounded and comfortable. We're going to do some naps and snacks work. And we're going to love it. Venus is going to be there with us too, because she rules Taurus. So she's going to be like, hey guys, Now we're recreating the love for you. Now we have recreated it over the course of this 2 weeks. Now we know what to do. Now we know what kind of, how we nap. We know what kind of snacks are the best for us, right? It's not the ones filled with not red dye number 5 and fucking neurotoxins. No, it's not Doritos. Sorry, you can't eat that shit anymore. It's not, it's poison. And then if you really want to take a deep dive, come work with me in my group coaching container, Feminine Firing Squad, where we work for an entire year. No matter when you join, it's just ongoing. Work for a full year with a new topic every month, every week, sorry, 52 weeks. And we go deep. And if you want to also get some one-on-one coaching with me, I got packages for that. Just dive in, do what feels comfortable for you now, but like do it. Do it now. That's the beauty of coaching. We don't just talk about this. You don't just watch my videos. I'm there with you. I'm saying, what are you going to take action on today that you're going to hold yourself accountable to continue ongoing, right? Sustained effort is needed to replace this sustained, consistent focus on our trauma, on our abuse, on everything that's toxic. Stop telling the story over and over again and get into the solution, right? Solution-based focus. What are you going to do today that's going to change that? Is it kind? Is it necessary? And does it support my recovery? You are fully whole, infinite, multidimensional being exactly as you are right now in this very moment. Act like it. Live like it. Love yourself like it. You can do anything. Anything's possible. My sign's in my kitchen, so I'm not going to grab it, but do something. Take an action. I don't care what it is. It doesn't have to be join my class, but I highly recommend it because they're awesome. But do something. Do something for yourself. Reach out for your higher power. He'll help you out. That's Billy Blanks from those videos I used to watch, do Taibo with my girlfriends in college in the living room, doing some crazy butt kicks. Anyway, I digress. Join me tomorrow night. Join me for a one-on-one coaching container. Just have a conversation. Join me for Feminine Firing Squad. And that's it. That's all you got to do. And if you're in Austin, join me in 2 weeks. I think it's the 26th of April for the Taurus new moon. That's when we're gonna really set some intentions. So we create space during full moons. We set intentions during new moons. So we have all that space over the course of 2 weeks, and then around, she changes on us a little bit. And then we set our intentions going forward into the next new moon cycle during the new moon. That's why it's called a new moon. It's a new cycle. And then she comes back to full, it's going to keep going. Get on this train at some point. Just like Feminine Firing Squad. It's going to keep going with or without you. With or without you. But wouldn't you rather be in it? In it to win it. Do something. Take some active step forward. All right. I love y'all. Take care. Mwah. You're worth it. Work it because you're worth it. Keep coming back. It works if you work it, so work because you're worth it. You all know this, right? Or if you don't, get your ass into some 12-step program. Love you.